invested 630 billion every year. When they get out of the pipeline, when they come out of school, when they come out of college, when they come out of university, what happens to them? It will be irresponsible, maybe reckless for us not to think about what happens to our children when they come out of college. And that is the reason this year we are intentional, we are deliberate on having a plan on how to create jobs. In my boardroom here, I have spent inordinate hours being granular about how many jobs we are going to create, under which program, on which intervention, on which projects, because it is the responsible thing to do. If we are going to invest 630 billion, if we are going to invest 30% of our budget in educating our young people, we must be deliberate on investing in the areas that will create opportunities for them to find work so that their education, their skills, the competencies they have acquired can be meaningful to them, to society, and we can keep a good account of the use of our hard-earned taxes. It is the reason we have the housing plan. It is the reason we have the digital superhighway plan, complete with the hotspot, 25,000 hotspots, complete with the 1,450 ICT hubs. We are now working with a framework on, I have already told the ministry to work with our county governments so that every vocational training center that is working under the counties is brought on board the digital technology ecosystem so that we can not only provide training, we can begin to walk the talk on digital jobs and also digital commerce. So that is the whole ecosystem of what we are doing. I am saying this in this education forum because on one end is the money we are investing in education. On the other end is the plan to make sure that the money we invest, we get value for it by making sure that the human capital we are training meaningfully contributes to the country and justifies the huge investment we are making. Let me say equally important for us is the question of equity and access to education opportunities. And I have spoken about equity in many ways, making sure that all the children get education, making sure that the vulnerable who do not have food come to school because we can provide, making sure that the children from vulnerable families have affirmative action in making sure that they get through university education or even in our TVET institutions. And I am very happy that this plan gives us the framework to achieve that. And that is why I am very proud of what you people have done. You've really done very well. These imperatives, as well as others, needs inspired us to engage with Kenyans, as I told you, throughout the country, and to consult education and human capital development experts in designing our commitments in the education chapter of the Kenya Kwanza plan. And I am very happy that we are well on course in keeping our commitment on matters education and ensuring that every child in Kenya has an opportunity to be their best. Among our commitments were government-funded in-service training, bridging the teacher shortage within 2 years, reviewing the current system of academic progression, improving the capacity of our day secondary schools, reviewing the tertiary education funding framework for all institutions, building and equipping TVET institutions in the remaining 52 constituencies, establishing the National Open University, providing a year-long paid internship program for all tertiary learners, significantly increasing funding for innovation, research and development, and enhancing the funding available for school feeding program. So on all those aspects, I think we are well on course. I just concluded last week a conversation on matters of internship.